皆さん、また来てくださってありがとうございます。こちらはマンハッタンニューヨーク月曜日の夜です。ということで、そこって感じで、今日朝からコロラドのトランプさんの名前が投票用紙から消された件で、最高裁が吟味して、9-0でトランプさんが勝ちましたということで見てください。どうぞ。
Breaking news this hour, we are awaiting former President Donald Trump. The Supreme Court's huge, unanimous decision today reversed Colorado's decision to ban Donald Trump from its primary ballot. All 9 justices ruled in favor of Trump in this case, which will impact the status of efforts in several other states to remove Trump from their respective ballots. For instance, we know in Illinois and Maine, they were already planning to do that too. So all of this ahead of Super Tuesday, which is tomorrow. This ruling is huge, and we've already heard from his camp. It's a big win for America. Todd, I'm going to start with you. Just first of all, the legalities of this, spell them out, and how much of a victory is this for Trump?
It is a tremendous victory. And in our coverage starting at 10 o'clock this morning, one point was made over and over. This is not just a decision that applies to Colorado. This does apply to all the other states that are going to try this. But why the underlying decision is so important for our country? Instinctually, everybody on this couch knew that what Colorado was trying to do was fundamentally wrong from a democracy perspective. We cannot have some random state bureaucrat decide because they have an animus against Donald Trump that the rest of the country cannot put him in office as president if they so choose. And the 9-0 decision made that abundantly clear. Those justices, the liberal ones, certainly don't like Donald Trump, but the decision here had to be 9-0 for the sake of, wait for it, Harris, democracy.
I want to start by thanking the Supreme Court for its unanimous decision today. It was a very important decision. We're very well crafted, and I think it will go a long way toward bringing our country together, which our country needs. And they worked long, they worked hard, and frankly, they worked very quickly on something that will be spoken about 100 years from now and 200 years from now. Extremely important. Essentially, you cannot take somebody out of a race because an opponent would like to have it that way. And it has nothing to do with the fact that it's the leading candidate, whether it was the leading candidate or a candidate that was well down on the totem pole. You cannot take somebody out of a race. The voters can take the person out of the race very quickly, but a court shouldn't be doing that, and the Supreme Court saw that very well. And I really do believe that will be a unifying factor, because while most states were thrilled to have me, there were some that didn't, and hopefully Colorado, as an example, will unify. I know there's tremendous support. They brought our support up very strong in Colorado because people in Colorado thought that was a terrible thing that they did. And while we're on the subject, and another thing that will be coming up very soon will be immunity for a president. And not immunity for me, but for any president. If a president doesn't have full immunity, you really don't have a president.
ということで、まだトランプさんは喋ってますが、ここからは今日の判決じゃなくて、次の、問題に向けての大統領の免責特権についてですので、これくらいにしておきます。今日も見てくださってありがとうございました。